Today we're going to take a look at the M13-631 Marantec keyless entry. We're going to show you how to determine if it's compatible with your Marantec operator, how to program the keyless entry, and a few other programming tips. Let's get to it. The first thing we want to do is determine if your operator is compatible with the Marantec keyless entry. The easiest way to do that is to look on the back of your existing remote to see what frequency is printed on there. Now, whether you have an older one with the red buttons like this, the one like this, or the newest one like this, they're all going to have the frequency printed on the back of the remote. So if you look on the back of the remote, you should see the frequency printed there. And if you see 315 megahertz printed on there, then your operator will be compatible with the M13-631 keypad. If you can't read the frequency on the back of your remote because it's just old and worn off, then you'll need to look at the radio receiver. It's on the top of the power head of the operator, and it will have the frequency printed on that. If you need more information on how to find the radio receiver on your operator, just email us at youtube@garagedoorZone.com and we'll help you out with that. So once you confirm that the frequency is compatible with your operator, the first thing you're going to want to do is remove the visor clip from the back of the remote, because you need a strong signal from your remote during the programming process. So just to help things out, just remove that, and you'll just need to give it a good push and then pull and it comes off. Not so easy all the time, but it will come off. The other thing to note is, since you need a strong signal, you might want to replace the battery in the remote before you program. But you can try the programming first with the battery that you already have in there. But if you have like 3 or 4 attempts during the programming and you can't get it to program, then I would suggest replacing the battery in your remote. Even if it's only 6 months old or so, a fresh battery will definitely give it a stronger signal, which will help you during the programming. And one final note, if you just purchased the home and the keypad was already there and you're wondering how to change the batteries on the keypad, you'll see a slide up cover on the front of the keyless entry. So what you want to do is pull this, and you'll hear that click, and that's the stop inside there, but you'll have to pull it past that, and then the cover will come off, and you'll see a hole there where there's a screw. Loosen that screw and you'll be able to take this keypad off of the base, and if you turn it over, you can take this rubber gasket off and you'll see the batteries inside. And one other note, if you did just purchase your home and you don't know the code for the keypad, you're going to want to clear the keypad codes out of it first before programming yours in, just so there's none left in there from the previous homeowner. And if you stick around to the end of the video, we'll show you how to do that. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, we are ready to start programming the keypad, and we'll go through it now. So you'll have your keyless entry. You also need your remote that works your operator, and note the button that works it. So for this demonstration, it's the top button. So the first thing you want to do is press and hold the number 3 button on the keypad. You'll see it light up, and then these 2 middle lights will come on. Once these 2 lights come on, it is now in a programming mode. Now these 2 lights only stay on for about 10 seconds. As you can see, they already went off because I didn't use the remote yet. So you'll have to try to get it within those 10 seconds. It is short, but it'll work if you have the fresh battery in here and fresh batteries in your keypad. So we'll press that number 3 button again, those 2 lights come on, and then you want to press and hold your remote button around there until that starts to blink. Once that starts blinking like that, now you can program your keyless entry number. So for here we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you just hit enter. Those 2 lights flash and go out. So now that is programmed into the keypad. Like I mentioned, you only have about 10 seconds. Those 2 lights are on when you're pressing and holding the remote. If it happens to go out on you, just press and hold that number 3 button again, get those lights to come back on, and then use your remote and you want to move it around between the number 8 and 0 in that area, and keep this button held in the whole time until you see that those two middle lights stop flashing. Once that happens, enter your 4-digit PIN code and hit enter. If you try that 3 or 4 times and you can't get it to work, then it's recommended that you clear the code out of the keypad and then start over. Another note is that you can program up to 4 different PIN numbers into one operator, or you can use this keypad. Say you have a 2-bay garage with 2 Marantec operators, you can program it into each operator. Just use a different PIN number for each opener, and you can do that up to 4 different operators, 4 different PIN numbers. If you are going to program it to different operators, just give it a minute in between programming each operator, just so it has time to reset and get going for the next one. If you could take a minute and just hit the like button, we'd really appreciate it, as it really does help out the channel. Thanks a lot. Okay, now we'll just go over on clearing out the keypad in case you just bought your home and you want to clear out the old codes in there, or you've had like 4 or 5 attempts of trying to program the keypad, just to clear it out and start again. So the first thing you want to do is turn it over, and you'll see the 2 batteries in the back. You'll remove those 2 batteries from the keypad, so there's no batteries in there. And then on the front here, the bottom right hand corner is the enter button. So you want to press and hold that, hold the enter button in, keep it held in the whole time, don't let go, and then reinstall the batteries into the back of the keypad. Make sure they're secure in the back. They're both in there. And now I release the enter button, and those 2 lights in the center will blink and go out, and that clears out the keypad and it's ready to go with fresh new PIN codes. If you're interested in purchasing a Marantec keypad, there's a link in the description below. We hope you found this informative. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email us at youtube@garagedoorzone.com, and we hope you have a good one. We'll see you on the next one.